Hi guys, and welcome back to another collection tour. So today we're looking at my original Game Boy collection. So I think I've got all the original Game Boys games here. So we're just gonna start with some of my favorites, the Pokemon games. So we're gonna start off with Pokemon Blue. Picked it up from CEX about a year ago. I did originally have it back in the day, but I sold my collection, if you guys have been watching the other videos, to fund an Xbox One back in 2013 when they first came out, because I was still in school. Biggest regret of my life, let me tell you. So next off is Pokemon Red. Again, I had it, but I had to sort of sell it. But these copies are really clean, and they're real, so yeah, it's good. And I did get them both from CEX, back when they were about £15–20 each. Next is one of the only games I still have from my original collection. It is Pokemon Yellow, and this is a special copy because my cousin actually gave me this copy. He gave it to me when I first got into gaming, and yeah, it's his copy really, originally, so he gave it to me years ago. I know it's pretty damaged. Don't worry, I didn't do that. It was already damaged when it was given to me, but yeah, I've treasured it ever since. So next up, we've got The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Fantastic game. You might know that I do prefer the 2D Zeldas. And then Kirby's Pinball Land. So yeah, that was really cheap. I think that only cost me like £2 or £3. Next off, we've got Tetris. And if you've been watching the other videos again, you'll know I love Tetris. And then Tetris 2. So they're in these special like protective cases. So a lot of my games are actually. Funny enough, most of these, except for these two, funny enough, were bought from CEX. So a lot of them, I was lucky enough to find with protective cases, but they're very bulky, the protective cases. So next up, we've got Soccer. I've only tested this. This cost me £1. So Worms. I like the Worms games, so I've enjoyed playing that. And Wave Race. I haven't played Wave Race, I have tested it, because I think it was a Black Friday pickup. I should probably take these out. And then we've got Kirby's Black Ball. I don't know if I've played this one. Maria, have you played this one?
I don't think I have, actually.
So, yeah. I've tested them all. As soon as I get the games in, I test them. So, then we've got Super RC Pro. Let me take it out of the case. I should have done this before I started recording, but oh well. So there you go. It's some like you know, one of the supercar racing games. You know, I've said it in every video. I'm not the biggest fan of racing games, but if they're cheap enough, I will buy them. Boxall next. I don't even know what this game is. I really only bought it for the protective case, if I'm being honest, because I wanted to put my Pokemon in there, but I never actually bothered to you know, change them over. And then same for this one, Game Boy Gallery 5-in-1 games. So this case was actually cracked, so I haven't bothered to change that one over yet. So Olympic Summer Games. So if you watched the Saturn video last week, this is recorded straight after, so it's a bit like that Olympic Games for the Saturn, I think. Next is a great one that I really do like, Mario and Yoshi, or Yoshi. So, you know, I really do like all the Mario games. I've played most of them. I do want a full set of Mario games, including like the spin-offs like Mario and Rabbids, Mario and Sonic, the Olympic Games, stuff like that. I'm not sure how many more I've got left, but I've got a lot of them. And I will say, if you've got these protective cases, they are a pain to open sometimes. So next, one I only paid £3 for, Track and Field. But again, it came with a protective case, so I thought, why not? I'm not in the market for a full set of Game Boy games. But if they come with a protective case and they're cheap enough, I will buy them. Because they're so easy to store. I've got them in these little drawers in my wardrobe. So, as you know, I said I don't keep carts down here unless they're in my cabinet, which is there's only 2. But yeah, little thing before we continue. this little DS stylus. My cousin actually bought this for me. Not the same cousin who gave me the games, but it's got Turtwig on there. I've got one with Pikachu as well somewhere. So yeah, that's really cool. And again, one of the only things that I've still got from my original collection. So that's actually my Pokemon drawer in that one. So I keep all my Pokemon card games in there, except for Game Boy Advance. So it's just the Game Boy and Game Boy Color ones. So Super Mario Land, another classic. So I bought this back in 2020 by the looks of it. Probably just after the first lockdown. I paid £9 for it. Great game. I completed it. So as I said, the only one I don't think I've finished is Super Mario Bros. 3. Golf, Konami Golf. It was £1. Don't at me. And then Rugrats movie. Maria bought me this, but I don't think either of us played it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So yeah, that's the collection. But I will say probably my top games, obviously, are Pokemon, Red, Blue, and Yellow. You know, it's Pokemon. I've loved Pokemon forever. My first ever game was Emerald, and that's probably my favourite, but Pokemon's amazing. Obviously, Mario and Zelda as well. I can find the Zelda game. Link's Awakening, and, you know, Mario and Yoshi and Super Mario Land as well. So those are probably my top 6. You know, everything else there. There are 2 Kirby games. I need to play more of the Kirby games before I can make an opinion. But those 6 games I've played so much of. Yeah, so yeah. But the next collection tour next week will be Game Boy Color. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.